Join me as I dive deep into the complex history of the Israel-Iran conflict and try to uncover the real reasons behind it all. The Israel-Iran conflict is one of the most complex and multifaceted rivalries in modern geopolitics, with a history that spans decades and involves a multitude of factors. To truly comprehend the nature of this conflict, it's essential to understand the underlying reasons driving it, and that's precisely what we'll be exploring in this video. One of the primary factors contributing to the ongoing tension between Israel and Iran is the territorial dispute over the Golan Heights. Israel's occupation of this region, which it seized from Syria in the 1967 Six-Day War, has been a major point of contention for decades. Additionally, ideological differences between the two nations play a significant role, with Israel being a secular democracy and Iran an Islamic republic. The influence of external global powers, such as the United States and Russia, further complicates the situation, as they often have competing interests in the region. Another critical factor is the struggle for regional influence, with both nations vying for dominance in the Middle East. This has led to a series of proxy wars, with each side supporting opposing factions in countries such as Syria, Lebanon, and Yemen. The volatile nature of these conflicts has repeatedly brought Israel and Iran to the brink of direct military confrontation. Furthermore, the presence of extremist groups like Hezbollah and Hamas, which are backed by Iran, has perpetuated a cycle of violence and retaliation. The rivalry between Israel and Iran has also been fueled by a series of high-profile assassinations, sabotage, and cyber attacks. These clandestine operations have been used by both sides to disrupt each other's nuclear programs, missile development, and other strategic interests. The unpredictability of these covert operations has created an atmosphere of mistrust, making it difficult to establish a lasting peace. In recent years, the conflict has escalated to unprecedented levels, with military confrontations in Syria and Iraq, as well as repeated exchanges of fire along the Israeli-Lebanese border. These events have pushed the region to the edge of full-scale war, highlighting the need for a deeper understanding of the underlying causes driving this rivalry. One pivotal moment that illustrates the stakes involved in this conflict is the 2021 military escalation between Israel and Iran in Syria. Following a series of airstrikes on Iranian military targets, Iran launched a barrage of missiles at Israeli military positions, which was met with a swift response from the Israeli Defense Forces. This event brought the two nations to the brink of war, underscoring the devastating consequences of unchecked aggression. Another critical incident was the 2019 downing of an Israeli F-16 fighter jet by Iranian forces in Syria. This event marked a significant escalation in the conflict, as it represented the first time an Israeli jet had been shot down in over 3 decades. The subsequent Israeli airstrikes on Iranian targets in Syria further ratcheted up tensions, demonstrating the fragile nature of the regional security landscape. The Israel-Iran conflict is often characterized by its intricate web of alliances and rivalries. A pivotal moment that highlights this complexity is the 2015 nuclear deal between Iran and the P5+1 world powers. While this agreement successfully curtailed Iran's nuclear program, it also created deep divisions between Israel and the international community. Israel viewed the deal as a betrayal, arguing that it did not adequately address Iran's long-term nuclear ambitions. In conclusion, the Israel-Iran conflict is a multifaceted and deeply entrenched rivalry that cannot be understood solely through the lens of ideology or territorial disputes. It is a complex interplay of historical, political, and strategic factors that has been shaped by decades of tension and mistrust. As we move forward in 2024, it is essential to recognize the critical role that understanding and diplomacy must play in preventing further escalation and promoting regional stability. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on the future of the Israel-Iran conflict in the comments below. If you're interested in learning more about Middle Eastern geopolitics, be sure to check out my other videos on the topic.